practically drooling over those relics. Huh? Not sure. It just so happened these murals. Take a closer look. A depiction of the enormous. One day, an time, eternal life. Alas, the kings. By the time, fortunately, though, this was. However, did the ancient. This one. Yikes! You can't miss. Just listen to us.
My word, is that the final mural? And you are? Are you the one Eden described as a living relic he found toppled over? My goodness. My name is Martha Kean, an archaeologist by trade. And I guess this too is fate. Should we shake hands or something?
Martha! Martha! I found it! Come quickly!
Well, no time for handshakes. My, is it just me? Or are we seeing some steady developments after your awakening? If everyone worked towards a single goal in harmony, heaven on earth could be achieved. I swear I've seen these writings in an ancient text in Valencia somewhere. An ancient weapon that attacked the ancients. Who could have made such a thing? Is your heart pounding as hard as mine? Every time I make a discovery like this, it's like stealing a swig of light ale stashed away in a Calphionian noble's warehouse.
I could hear Laffy and Martha from all the way over here. I was wondering who their special guest would be, and it was you. You and I have already been introduced, though I believe you've yet to meet my comrade, the beautiful Ganelle, Orwin.
Eden, come now, quit it! Greetings. I am Orwin Avilia.
Ah, but do be careful. The remains of many petrified ancients are strewn about. It appears some unpredictable power remains sealed within this relic.
Not to mention the upside-down trees that are rooted around the relic as well. During my brief stay in the forests in the Southern Territories, I recall reading about them in some forbidden texts.
Dabbling in forbidden texts from such a young age? Stand back, right now!
My goodness, what are you doing all of a sudden?
Are you awake? These are the memories of the forgotten world. Sorry, but you should have known better.
Your face suddenly turned pale. Are you okay? You remembered something, didn't you? But why would you do such a thing in front of an ancient relic you've never seen before? Wait, who could it be?
You wouldn't have some red-eyed being whispering incessantly in your head now, would you?
Ah, it must be a black spirit. Those entities that bring ruin to all who succumb to their whispers. I was joking when I called you a living relic, but now it appears that name was right on the mark.
Aiden, please. Isn't that a bit too much? And yet, it may be wise to tell the others what we've just witnessed. The relic has begun to move. At this rate, the dark energies will...
The relic probably awakened after...
You all right?
I knew it, I knew it! I knew you were trouble the moment I laid eyes on you. Forget what I said earlier. You aren't a lucky charm at all. Do you know how many hours of labor were wasted because of you? Are you going to explain this delay to that Janet or Gerald or whatever that stuck-up lady's name is?
Oh, calm down, Laufey. If it weren't for this adventurer, we would have never found the Black Stone. So, it'll be fine.
You think that alone will ease her temper? Why are you so oblivious to the ways of the world?
Elezra, the White Witch? To think that she was part of your last memories.
Why don't we speak more on the matter after returning to the Western Guard camp? Lady Durette's awaiting our report on the relic excavation results.
I bet she'll give us an earful after she hears of our findings, but that's for us to deal with. What about our friend here? Lady Durette won't let just anyone waltz right into the Western Guard camp.
Do you know of any way we might get on her good side? Anything that might put her...
The only time I've seen a lady's foul temper abate were the days she met with Grand Chamberlain Jordine. Truth is, we've been waiting for a wagon with supplies from Western Guard camp, but it's yet to pass by. I had a bad feeling something in the woods may have caused the wagon's delay. If it's not too much...
It's a bit inconvenient.
I'm saved. I thought you'd walk right past me. What? My wagon's over there. Broken into pieces. Oh,
The moment I saw you... Well,
My name is... I heard from Sir Roy that you are an excavator.
it appears there's...
Let's consider...
See?
This is the Western Guard camp overseeing Eastern Balanos. I heard a ruckus and thought it was the goblins again. Ah, Officer Fania, you're wounded. Medic, get over here now! Everyone, right here!
I'm fine. Please tend to other soldiers who are more seriously wounded. Duvain, where is he? Seems he's not around. This is the one who saved us from the imps. Though the wagon was destroyed, we thankfully did not share that fate. And yet goblins again. Is that why the imps have grown so aggressive?
Geath, king of the goblins, grows craftier by the day. Take a look beneath the bridge if you want to see what I mean. That's the work of the Goblin King, Geath. Duvain is tracking him down, but capturing him is a difficult feat.
The imps mistakenly believed that this slaughter was our doing. Long ago, this region was originally claimed by the goblins. One day, Rednose, leader of the imps, suddenly appeared and sent all the goblins packing to Kron Castle ruins. I don't blame Gear for resenting them for that. I need to give my report to Captain Cliff.
It seems things here have grown dire while our attentions were on the stone chamber. I need to go alert the lady of the situation immediately.
Don't worry.
Why don't you go visit the skill instructor Armstrong for the time being? With just a little polish on your basics, you'll make a fine mercenary.
Oh, a recommendation from Officer Fania herself, with a note that you could do with learning a few more skills. The more skills you learn, the stronger you will become. keep checking. More skills you... Eden's living relic! You should have sent word you arrived. We were just about ready to set... Would you have preferred a wooden spoon or a metal...
Spoons?
I suppose we'll find...
Where are you from? I'm Samuel. Wanna check in your horse? If you have trouble getting a horse.
Do you know what allows Sir Gaurdian absolute rule over Serendia? Faith. Our faith in him, and his faith in us. I too demonstrated the capacity for good faith when I sent you off, and your favorable outcome is proof that my faith in you is rewarded. Does this not make me a most favorable counterpart to his lordship? Am I mistaken, my dear Roig? I place my faith in your good judgment as well, though those results currently seem to be less than favorable. My wagon, of the finest Calphionian craftsmanship, in pieces. The black stones that were the sole reason for me funding this excavation, absent. Do you think I poured out such funding so that you could go dig up these worthless pebbles?
Apologies, Your Highness. As speculated, the depths of the chamber indeed held black stones, but what we found was merely the empty remains of the stones, after the black spirits sealed within had consumed all of their power.
You don't look like an addled half-wit. Cut the spiritual nonsense and speak with some sense. You're professionals, are you not? You are being paid as such. With that payment comes the expectation of results, not half-baked excuses about spirits. You think these results will welcome me into Sir Gaurdian's strong embrace? Must I be ever haunted by the shadow of disappointment I'll cast across his chiseled face? Get out! All of you! Never show your faces here again!
Ah, you've lost your memories, haven't you? Congratulations on your first castigation. It can be a burden to earn a living at times. Though it strikes me as odd. I heard all the black stones excavated in Serendia are being... Why is this Gaurdian?
Since there aren't any black stones left in the stone chamber, I guess it's time that we set off for another excavation site. One possessed by a black spirit may briefly gain great power and wisdom, but their ultimate fate is to succumb to its darkness and become a monstrosity. I pray you remain on the right path. For anything so easily...
Stop scaring them!
From our first encounter, I have a proposal for you. What say you to working for Lady Jarrett? Excellent. Take this letter of recommendation to Captain Cliff. He serves under the lady's father and oversees these parts.
Ah, Lady Jarrett's recommendation. I heard the news from Officer Fania. We are currently tasked with finding the source of all this chaos. The very leader of the imps himself, Red Nose. He suddenly appeared one day and kicked all the goblins out. Now he's been sighted launching small-scale raids into the settlements nearby. Although we're still unsure how he... But first, don't forget that the fate of this camp now lies on your shoulders.
Impressive. Already the soldiers in the Western Guard camp are... Let's use this momentum to track down Red Nose. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. However, we still don't know much about Red Nose. A few days I will be waiting.
His nose was so... incredibly... I was patrolling the northern forest when I felt a cold energy behind me. When I turned around, I saw an imp the size of an house. I knew straight away it was Red Nose. Boy, that imp was strong. He pulled out a sword as big as I am. So, he was pretty agile too, considering his giant physique and all. He sprung at me like a frog. Well, I nearly died that day. I reckon that's what getting hit by a gold-laden wagon feels like. Look, if you want to find out more, go to the blacksmith. I heard he cleaned up the aftermath of the skirmish.
This? Huh. What's this doing here? This belongs to one of our rookies, Murray. But he wasn't on duty at the time.
No, I was off duty, heading into Velia. They've got this smoked chicken. My wife is pregnant and she loves this stuff. Anyway, I spotted an imp wandering alone, sort of drunk-looking, stumbling about with a crooked nose. Well, this is rather embarrassing, but I flicked him on the head and said, "Hey, pal, you red nose or something? Skulking about all alone here?" And the ground started to quake beneath me, and I swear Red Nose really appeared. I didn't think, I just ran for my life.
You started this whole commotion, and you didn't even have the dragon eggs to report it. You'll face a military tribunal for this. You start... Where are you from? I'm Samuel.
It was all Mare's doing then. Huh. I'll think about that later. The important thing now is distracting the imps. You're up for the task?
It's you, the living relic. Don't look so surprised. Eden won't shut up about you. Look here, I've caught a useful prisoner. Exactly how is a trade secret. You've got that shocked expression on your face again. Ready to be really blown away?
I told you, I don't know where the boss is.
Hey, Eden told me that you are an expert on this. Why don't you show what you've got?
No one knows where the boss's hideout is.
Then I shouldn't have wasted my time capturing you.
Do you think I knew I'd get caught? Wow, look at the brains on this beanstalk. And you think us imps are stupid? Red nose or blue nose, the beanstalk asks, without even thinking to ask about Tiny Nose.
Oh, Tiny Nose. Who's Tiny Nose?
What? I said nothing. Imps are extremely loyal to one another. Red Nose will defeat Gieth and bring endless abundance. Huh? Wolf meat? Red Nose and Tiny Nose are brothers! Yes! Delicious! Can I have some now?
Well, the chef might have some leftovers.
Tiny Nose, beanstalk's meat!
I will look for trade.
Shush, really? I bought one. He was when he red nose. The man told Red Nose to remember that mark, saying that he will have to fight alongside the Bastille Cat.
So black stones are the source of his power. That makes sense, all things accounted for. Of course I know about black stones. I told you Eden and I were acquainted. And that grows to gigantic proportions when enraged. How might we prod him into such a spite? I'd almost forgotten them. Good. Now, using the information you gathered from the Western Guard camp, you can see here, I was racking... Take this potion. What? You think I... Oh, can you... Hold on. Don't... I did... It's Red Nose's hideout. Why don't you take a step back? Fania's soldiers will be here soon. It's best to fight together.
To think, you not only tracked down Red-Nose's hideout, but defeated him all on your own. That's something. How could someone with such prowess find themselves shoveling dirt for some pretty boy in a headband? How would you feel about putting your potential to better use? The people could use a champion like you. I'll inform his lordship of your interest.
If you would just hand over the black stone that was in Red-Nose's possession.
Apologies, Your Highness, but I couldn't find it. He likely took it with him into the Dark Rift.
Ah, then it was all for naught. No, not quite. It was your first task, and your performance was commendable.
Yes, my lady. They have met every measure of your recommendation. They're a fine mercenary, and have quelled the imps for the time being.
Is that so? Well then, rookie, you may approach. I shall reward you for your service. Tiny Nose's information was instrumental.
We found evidence.
A prisoner of war, seeing as how you want.
We've lost track. There's a coast.
I sent word to the...
I'm Hans, a Velia vigilante. Aren't you the one being credited with defeating Red-Nose? Your praises anyway.
This says that Red-Nose has been defeated!
Welcome, adventurer. You seem to bear a dark energy, eons old. I am Alustan, an alchemist who feels eons old himself at times. Some see these rings. Uno and Cliff have told me all I need to know of Red-Nose tearing through the Dark Rift and his defeat at your hands.
more soldiers here.
Our town is peaceful. Have a pleasant stay.
You have found the right place.
Papa. You've brought someone. They're basically just what?
Eileen, save your...
What? What?
Eileen.
Oops.
Come now.
Me? Gosh, tell me.
Eileen! I've received... I'll be
Right. Why was I talking about... So, as soon as we Papa said you... See that bell tower over there?
Can't hurt.
My faithful congregation, there was a time when Blackbutt from...
There you are.
Now that I
Shirking your... Hello. Now listen here. My advice, don't...
Ah, so you're the one. I am Igor Bartali, chief of this village. Welcome to Velia. There was a time, but it's right over there. My wife, Islin, will treat you to some refreshments. I was once considered a great adventurer,
Welcome to the Lunar Halo Inn, traveller. You can call me Islin. My husband said you'd be dropping by. Rowdy drunkards think getting pot-shotting is an excuse for breaking a dish or two, but I make sure everyone pays for their mistakes. Here's fair warning to you. This is the chef of our inn, David. Talented, aye, but patrons love him because he pays little heed to the cost of ingredients. Those two over there act like brothers once a little ale's in him. In the cold light of sobriety, they find themselves again sworn enemies. That one over there just keeps to himself, smoking his pipe all day long, never orders a thing, literally running on fumes he is. Oh, look at the old man, the wind blew in. Well, what'll you have? Have a seat and we'll get your order in right away. Roasted chicken salad. Top choice. It's so good you'll have dreams about it. Good, good. Take a seat over there.
There seems to be a lot of new adventurers today.
Oh, finally. At first, who helped the most in tracking Red Nose down? When did she become an officer? I can't remember. She was quite the bright child. But however did Red Nose become leader of the imps? As I recall, he was ever so tiny and timid. The black stone given unto Red Nose became one filled with rage. I've no idea what that man is up to. If only I was younger, I'd need just to wave my finger to teach him a lesson. Ah, well. Frustrating though it may be, in times like this, repeat after me. Things are looking up. See? Feels good. Once more. Things are looking up. Your grand...
Well now, what?
Oh,
me, and yet... This is your first time hearing it, right? 10 years. It was the root.
He's been on about this story for a...
Never...
Aye.
Look at the stone and off. I promise you, before...
This stuff is great.
Careful. Do you know how much this beer cost me?
I couldn't believe it. She told me to shave my beard.
Do you know how many years I spent whacking those scarecrows?
Oh, Dronin, you're here as well.
Of course. I have to lay down the hammer sometimes.
Yes, indeed. It's been some time. Care to hear of my travels to Valencia?
Oh, good. Adventurer, you're awake. This is the home of Trannan Underfoe, the blacksmith. He said you had a pretty rowdy night at the tavern, so he brought you back here. You should go thank him for taking care of you. And maybe apologize for dueling his anvil. Let's be off. We're going to overcome the Black Spirit together. I have a close friend who is going through a similar situation. Her name is Emma. Emma Bartali. Yes, the chief's granddaughter. You could say she's the princess of the town. Ever since she was little, Emma would often have nightmares, but it's grown worse. Now, a dark figure has begun to invade her mind. We're going to pay her a visit. Though, please understand, for anyone so shy, and who suffers as she suffers, a smile would be hard to muster. Oh, poor Emma. She's the only nightmares of the kingdom. See, that no wonder she shuns 100 and brave Rob, the chief. He gave me a plate about Tally family. Go ahead and take the path near.
Welcome to Velia. Need to use the storage?
I'm not responsible if these nails hurt you.
You can do better than that.
You can keep more goods if you get a house in town and use it for storage.
I'm Tranen Underfoe, a blacksmith with patience. No need to thank me. Looks like I have myself a valuable new patron. I can see how callous the palms of your hands are. You will certainly be a regular at the forge. From now on, trust your gear to me, a master craftsman. And, by the way, where are you off to with Eileen? Velia? Us, you hurry? Got peculiar taste, that's for sure. Most tourists would prefer visiting more scenic spots. On your way there, give my regards to my dear friend.
You have found the right place if you're looking. You should be aware that you can...
Sword for show.
Oh, I
know that I'm...
It's merely that everyone rich anyway.
Well, this isn't... Oh, that was... I thought that, adventurer, a key. I'll ask Rich. Come on, let's go find... Richie?
No. What's all this commotion?
Old man?
What? I can't fit where you...
Well, you're not... Well... That's Eileen for you. Makes you wonder if she truly is the great Alustin's daughter. Sorry we didn't get much out of this, adventurer. I wanted to lift Emma's spirits for a change.
Oh my. But No. Hello. My name is Emma.
But... The script is kind of old, but...
The springs you persevered at the world... It is enough. Well, I just... In Kron Castle, ruined by sins of past. Lay tiny souls hidden, tears amassed. I reach out to comfort those unnamed, but some strange force keeps me restrained. Then, black as smoke soon overtakes me. I flee and flee. Can no one save me? The crimson gaze. I can't escape thee. My piercing screams what finally wakes me. And now, whispers haunt me beyond my... There's someone in... Eileen, goblins that would... And those... All this havoc...
You are most dear to the Chief, Emma.
Thanks, Eileen, you're right. Grusha's a...
Crown Castle to even.
But then Grusha let...
Eileen, the chief you knew, does the old young.
What are you ladies doing here? Head of the gob, I'm sure the chief and... You're still... Another chance? I was wondering who you... Well, I mean, if you might find some... You might find some...
Takros Elia welcomed him in warmly.
From now on, if you'd like that decision to be...
Please. Us gob well, he prepped the man did that stone. This is a... I hope the king will likely be... But Howard, that must mean... This...
Look, I've seen this. I thought I might.
My ladies, I will take the lady.
I knew I could trust Roxas, the immortal. It's him. Though he must have.
There must be a... Your grandfather would have me...
I'd be more than happy to whip a farm, was it? I'd be more than happy to...
I'll be more than...
Eileen, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
That didn't take too long. You need potions, right? Then hurry.
Do you need potatoes for cooking?
Your grandfather.
It's connected with Velia, so you can link the node anytime.
Good. Now that according to what
Oh, I remember it then, she said. Oh, right! Sans, Papa brought...
Color me.
I think you're Eileen. Well...
A goblin's horn. A goblin's...
I have a black...
Singular ma. That blacks.
Quiet, I can't think. I'm becoming quiet, I can't think.
Takra, if you...
I can't.
Make a...
Look at the black stones twist. Now, fortunately, there are plenty. And I've even brought... And I've... Next,
Since you're flower, better take this.
the story goes that the shimmering...
Let's go hunt up.
Oh. out here. Don't look at me like that. All right. Don't look at me like that. Oh, take those. I'll place.
It's the moment.
Finally. Sprinkle this. Takros probably should have already arrived in Velia by now. Goodness, adventurer.
It was you.
Emma, be careful, okay? Will she be...
He appears to be saying something.
I need the power and wisdom to protect my people. It seems that I still lack both. I need more black stones. The black stones granted me the gift of this flesh. At the same time, so too began this dreadful nightmare of Kron. He spoke to me. If I wished for the nightmares to end, all...
Who was he? Are you speaking of the man clad in black robes? Was he the one who gave you the black stone?
You seem to know a lot more than I thought. As he instructed me, I advanced toward Kron Castle, bringing destruction to all I laid eyes upon. And yet, at the spire, I encountered one who could not be killed. This body I inhabit froze at first sight.
You too have been dreaming the same nightmares as I. What did you find at the spire?
The thirst, it burns. It overwhelms me once more. Soon this body shall no longer be able to reside in this world. By the time I return, I shall be caught in the abyss, maddened by a pain that only my flesh shall remain, crying out, if only some...
Gia, wait!
I'm speechless. Did you end up losing that fiend? We should have joined forces to exterminate him and the rest of the goblins for good.
Geath is gone for good, so you can rest easy. Though, do you perhaps know who's guarding the relic within Kron Castle?
And where'd you hear something like that? That kind of knowledge shouldn't be tossed around so casually.
It doesn't matter how we know. You're resident of Velia now, Takros. Don't you think it's your civic duty to tell us?
Understood, milady. I shall tell you of all that I know. None of this is news to the chief anyway. The reason the Median deserters could stay in those ruins, well-fed, well-supplied, is due to aid from an outside benefactor. Not a clue whom. They only dealt directly with our leader.
Outside benefactor. Sounds wealthy. And powerful. Oh, any chance he's got a baby face too?
I'm not sure. In exchange for their constant support, they had only one condition. For us to protect the spire's entrance at any cost. We were also instructed to never open the entrance. Didn't stop a few fellows whose curiosity was greater than their sense.
What happened to them?
They died. Milady, you're not thinking of going there now, are you?
We must head to Kron Castle. Adventurer, I believe this is the most opportune time with you by our side.
I see there's no changing your mind, milady. Though I'd ask, if all goes well, that you put in a good word for me with the chief. With our current numbers, a full frontal assault would be suicide. We need to go in with a small team to infiltrate enemy lines. Once he too seems interested in getting out, settling down in Velia. With it, I'll remain here.
Oh, Elion. Eh? Getting you in alone would be a feat.
Hello there. This girl?
Oh, let me start again. Reason not sure. We say I'm thinking our grizzled adventure here.
Hold! Move and I'll shoot!
Huh?
Black or red?
What?
Black or red?
Silver?
Come on. What the hell kind of response is that?
Ah, don't mind her. She's new. Sounds like you guys are having a hard day, yeah?
Shit like this just makes it harder. Move along.
Let's go then.
Another inspection, eh? Do we really need 2 a day?
Well, it's like we say. Any merchant worth their spice always measures storage thrice.
Hold up! I recognize that ugly mug. Beetle! What are you doing showing your face here? Guards! Anyone?
Oh, that was close. I landed to you anyway.
We're here to... And yet, even though it...
Nightmares?
Huh?
Yes, we are. Vengeful sort of parent. What are you going...
Oh, that's good. You recognize... Like, but...
Huh?
What the hell? Did some idiot touch the spire door again?
Have the vengeful souls returned?
The king's descent. We cry for what? Do you yet wonder why we...
That not a lawyer. This
Someone, I beseech thee.
Were you talking to ghosts? Actual... You need to know how to fight... I believe... No, not to worry that... No. Huh? Why am I not fighting alongside? Let's have a look here. Hey, careful! It's a long way down, and I've got a feeling all the king's horses and men aren't interested in putting me back together again. Looks like... What? This is... What? No, no. It was only thanks to your heroic distraction that I could get here first. Don't get bent out of shape about... Oh, brilliant! Ooh, just think that...
The Phantom Knight is a solitary force serving only Noir III. It's folly to think reading off a scroll alone would summon it at your whim. The ruins of that spire you're attempting to approach was raised here by none other than the immortal alchemist himself, Caphris. He swayed the king with promises of immortality, but unfortunately for the king, Caphris' true intentions laid elsewhere. Bringing the evil god Hadum into this world required the most evil of acts. The ritual sacrifice of pure and innocent lives. It is fortunate that the ritual ended in failure, but the power that lingers in these ruins of pure black stones remains strong. The souls trapped within are bound here, waiting for one who can free them of the chains that eternally bind them. My name is Croxus of Whale, proud knight of Kron. I dared speak out before the king, and for that, I was executed.
The reason gift, fro. I too.
Why did you stop so abruptly? The ladies are waiting. Why did you stop? Why did you...
You've returned, Advent.
Do you know how many...
Wow.
After all I've done, you're not thinking we're all selfless. A man's love. You happy now? We can...
Huh? Is this what do... The words...
Is the dreams are...
hold on.
Coincident, Eileen. As for your role...
Father, do you think I can do this? Thyself, pledging sword to something greater. O knight who's pledged unyielding devotion to God.
I, a Bartali, summon thee by thine oath. Hatum Vahura, Kaheliak. The door to the spire has finally opened.
And look there! My word! A relic of Khafra's lies right before my eyes! Oh, never thought I'd...
No time to stand gawking. Hurry! To the spire with you. Take the ladies. Me?
Understood.
This is the place. Just like in Emma's dreams. This is amazing.
Because of my ancestor, King Noir III, and his collusion with the immortal alchemist Khafras, the poor souls that befell their wicked plot called out to me.
Now has finally come the time to bring peace to their endless suffering. Go on. Oh my word, it's beautiful.
I'm sorry. I pray you find peace. Could it be the stories left by this light must be...
And suddenly, an impressive display of fireworks. Then someone came along and went pow right in his big red nose.
Papa, don't forget my present.
Of course not. Listen to your mother now, you hear? I shall return with a Highdale cocktail dress for my little princess.
Finally, some room to breathe. Onwards, to Highdale!
If I can get ya, I've still got a chance.
About as much chance as catching Red-Nose locking lips with Kiev.
Why, hello there, adventurer. Oh, such nice weather. If only an adventurer would come buy up all my wares so I can close early. I'm kidding. I was just about to close up shop anyway. It's been a while since Emma returned to Velia. I wonder where she could be. Shall we look for her by the old wharf? Emma always enjoyed the sea breeze while staring off in... water, isn't it? It's Emma! What did I tell you? Hey, Emma! What are you doing here?
Nothing. Adventurer, thanks again. Because of you, I was able to wash away some of my ancestral sins.
So here you are. Our house has waited a long time for this moment. For the breaker of chains who freed those souls. I misjudged you as little more than a greenhorn playing an adventurer.
And I thought I'd found the perfect partner in tomfoolery.
I never would have guessed you to be the one to save our village.
I'm sorry, Igor. This doesn't seem fishy to you. That man who gave the black stones to Red-Nose and Kiev.
Oh, come on, Doc. I mean, the foul mood has finally been chased from Velia. And besides, this poor adventurer must be starving by now. Right, Emma?
Mm-hmm. Adventurer, if it's all right with you, it would be our honor to treat you to a simple meal.
Not quite yet. Chief, could you entertain the adventurer for a bit?
Eileen and I will run ahead to prepare. Take your time, but don't be too late.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen my dear Emma smile like that. Thank you for while the girls are preparing the meal, would you mind paying Lorenzo Murray, the stable keeper in the southern part of the village, a visit? The villagers have prepared a small token of their appreciation for you. Also, there's an important guest who's come all the way here to find you. I do believe I've taken enough of your... Oh, what?
It's too expensive.
It's very nice to meet you. I'm Leonardo, the guild stable keeper in
You have found the right place if you're looking to check in horse.
Vanquishing Red-Nose, Geath, and now some Phantom Knight. You're building quite the reputation. I've even heard the title Breaker of Chains. Her ladyship, Lady Jarette Domengart of Serendia, has made the long journey here to extend an invitation to you to Heidel.
Back then, when you said you were Eden's stooge, that was a lie, am I right? Someone of your caliber would never stoop so low as to work beneath that ruffian. Anyway, thanks to your efforts, the goblin threat has been greatly diminished, and trade between Serendia and Velia has been reopened. You've also caught the eye of Grand Chamberlain Jourdain Ducasse, who's extended an official invitation to you as well.
Yes, my lady, we shall depart immediately. Now you, the Grand Chamberlain is a busy man. Don't forget, if you dally too long...
There's a lunch. Anywho, the chief. And see you again sometime in the near future. Velia is always open to you.
Oh, adventurer, you've arrived. You must be starving.
It's not much, but we've prepared what we have as best we could.
Well, look who it is. The personal guest of Grand Chamberlain Jourdain himself.
Oh my! Are you leaving for Heidel? My goodness. I hear all the men there are gorgeous. I'm so jealous.
I guess Velia pales in comparison.
Well, Velia is homely enough for me.
Homely?
Whew! Oh, I'm stuffed. Your cooking is the best, Emma. Well, I'm off to take a nap.
I hope the food was to your liking, adventurer. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I'm not sure if it was my best. Maybe, when you return from Heidel, I could prepare another meal for you? Properly this time.
Heidelians always say, time is like wine. Waste not a drop. Best not to keep. And remember, when you're in Velia, you shop at Eileen's.
Stand back! This area is under investigation. Adventurer. It is I, Hans, of the Vigilantes. Right, the body. It was discovered early this morning. What's that saying again? Behind a goblin's foolish grin hides sharpened fangs. Poor bastard thought himself some secret agent of alienism or whatnot. Going so far as to don makeup to go undercover. Only to meet an untimely death at the hands of those goblins. Huh? How am I so sure the goblins are responsible? Because of this paper found within Grusha's mouth. It's meant to serve as a warning to all of us humans. Grusha, not family. Grusha, stooge of Velia. Grusha tricked us. Grusha must be made an example. Grusha, we kill. They sure don't mince words. Quite chilling, to say the least. Yikes. Please deliver the sad news to the chief. But don't let this dampen your travels. Bring blue skies to Heidel.
There will be an inspection. Just playing with... Now that we've resumed trade with... Are you headed to Serendia? May I...
Oh, and there's a wagon that's running behind schedule. I'd appreciate it if you keep an eye out for it on the way. Oh, and
a right mess. Gods above. What's first? It was those damn Oh, and thieves all. I'm sure my daughter. Yeah, this should be. You're ready to what? Oh, you think that hero taken down? I heard the Northern. It would certainly be.
God. Hey, you good-for-nothing louts! Call yourselves soldiers when you can't even handle a few imps with pickaxes! Hmm? Someday they'll send me some real fighters. As you can see, it's a bloody mess. Damn those imps. They used to be peaceful, obedient workers. Since we struck black stone in the mines, they've gone completely mad. The sweet fruits of our labor turned to ash in our mouths, as they say. Those in power, look. Boy, what? For the one who help us put our... Help us put our troubles.
With all due respect, sir, the imps are practically brothers.
Help us put. Felt like a. Felt like I waited forever. Right. Let's. If you meet, of course, it'll.
Welcome, adventurer. Please make sure.
Yes, I heard she often... there's something...
Recently, so you're... Yes, I am being nice.
All the pumpkins here have transformed.
Don't get too close.
This doesn't bode well.
The widespread appearance of these things seems to coincide with the incident at the stone chamber.
Huh? Is it saying something?
Pardon? Yes.
It said, "Our Lord will fulfill our wish." Also, our blood-red lord lies buried here.
Blood red?
Master?
A symbol of Hexa. Could it be Belmorn? Creator of the Shadow Knights. A name I've not heard in a long time. These events are connected to
The Knights of Dawn defeated the King of Hexa and the evil god Kazaka 150 years ago, didn't they? That ancient kingdom lies in ruin, leagues from here. Why would something of Hexa be here in Serendia?
I agree. We should not take this lightly. I shall consult Freyro and Glish.
I'll rendezvous with our society contact, then make my way to Coronda Ridge.
Make certain you do, Orwin. You're the only one who can verify the power of the relic.
Eden, don't underestimate the dangers of Coronda Ridge. Make sure you bring Yaz along to protect you. You'll protect each other.
Yaz, honestly, is that necessary? I'd rather fight Belmorn alone, blindfolded even.
Huh? Who needs protecting? I don't want to fight Belmorn. I'll just go with you, Orwin. Oh, hey, Orwin! Where are you going? Wait for me!
So, adventurer. The goal I sense. I trust you to take care of yourself.
Belmore, Monarch of Darkness and founder of the Shadow Knights. Impeccable timing. Right after the incident at the Stone Chamber.
Yes, there's likely some connection, but I can't say for certain. Right now, finding a solution takes precedence over pinpointing the cause.
I don't disagree. So, Master Leuston has gone to meet with Freyro.
Indeed. Meanwhile, I'm headed to Corunda Ridge.
Yummy bread.
Please look after Yaz.
Martha! Fluffy, hey! That's
So I'm
my
stuck
bread.
with her. I'd rather head to Calpheon.
Oh,
Or even
mine.
fight Belmore myself.
This one.
Funny. That's exactly what Eden said.
Look, why don't we just switch missions and...
Ah, we meet again.
Hold on. Why do you still wear... See? That reminds. On the off chance you're good with children.
So I did Adventurer! Your time is starting soon. Such a rare come now. I do not wish to miss a single moment of him. The royal inspection? A grand opportunity to feast your eyes upon my dearest Jordine's radiant countenance. Now don't give me that look. I know you've no such spectacles of grand... Of course, here's my... If I pulled him away from his... We must be responsible with the... Do hurry, will you? Your memory loss is...
There's not a soul in Serendia who's tougher than me. War's done and dusted. So what are we trading for, eh?
Eri, was it?
Huh?
Rumor has it you're the strongest one here.
Grand Chamberlain.
No, it's fine. Give me a show of that strength. If you can best me, I'll make you wealthy beyond imagination.
Ha! You certain, my lord? Got your word on that? All right, then. Don't blink now, lads! It'll be rags to riches in a flash for me, eh?
Huh. Wait, wasn't there supposed to be an inspection today?
Now show me what you're made of.
Don't mind if I do.
Is that all?
Blast! My hand just slipped. What's it?
You lack proper fundamentals. Train harder.
Yes, my lord. Proud sons of Serendia! Yes, war may be behind us, for now. But to our west, we have imps, while Fogans and Nagas have surrounded Klish. Orcs, bloody monastery zealots and Biragi bandits, yet breathe down our necks. Will you stand by and let these monsters threaten the safety of your wives and children?
No, sir!
Do not forget, Calpheon is our overlord. They are not our ally. In the south, Baron Alfonso Rundi has his blade pointing menacingly at us. Once we topple him, our true battle shall finally begin. When the time comes, our country's heroes will be rewarded with fortune and glory. So train hard, overcome your fears, and prepare to make our enemies kneel before us. The glory and splendor of Serendia rests upon your very shoulders. Who is with me?
Oh, my Jordine. You bear the burden of a billion lesser men. My hunky Giga Jord. I am relieved to know we have such well-trained forces in Seren. It's all because I am proud, but cannot shake. Does your memory loss? Fine, as a... You are aware of how precious blackstones are, yes? Around a decade ago, blackstones were discovered in the western part of Serendia. When word reached Calpheon, they dissolved our alliance and declared war. Of course, they gave countless reasons, but with a decade-long history of warring over black stones in the desert, the facade was hardly necessary. We resisted as best we could, but that was a war we simply could not win. To my utter shame, I, the once proud princess of Serendia, was taken hostage. My brave and gallant savior was none other than our esteemed Jordine Ducasse. Shortly thereafter, my father surrendered and faced the war tribunal in Calpheon. My father, the original king of this land, is now but the Duke of Serendia. The regrettable result of bending the knee to our Calpheonian conquerors. You see, my mother, the former queen, was a princess of Calpheon's Seric royal family. This allowed my father to maintain power in Serendia, even if only as its duke. The great irony is that Calpheon now has no throne, no king at all. However, that's why I hired. Consider it a gift, though I'm... So, when Sir Gaurdian takes my... what? Anyway, let's go and meet Sir Gaurdian.